Alright, guys, we are studying the development of Western music. So, first of all, I want to say music has always been a part of human culture. It is how we connect and communicate our existence and experiences with one another. We're going to start at looking at this and how it always has been done, but also how it's transformed throughout time and to what we have today. So, let's start at the very beginning because that's a great place to start. And let me hit you with a vocab word. This is antiquity, and antiquity means the ancient past. So, here is our cradle of civilization during this time. We have the Holy Roman Empire, we have the ancient Greece, ancient Egypt, biblical Near East, and ancient Mesopotamia over here. So, here's our first question. Why did people in the ancient world make music? One of those reasons was communication. So people would communicate over long distances, whether it was with the drums or with a shofar, which is a horn. They would also give military commands. We also have storytelling. So with music, they were able to share folklore, they were able to share history, and they were able to worship. And most of these were done in the form of chant, which we were later on in the PowerPoints you will learn about chant. So, how did people make that music? 1, they sung songs, they used their voice. 2, they played the drums. They would play with flutes. And over here, if you notice, we have a flute, and it's either made out of bone or wood. I think it's made out of bone, to be honest. And so, what they did was they cut holes into it, and then they would blow into it up here, and sound would come out. Then we have horns, a shofar, like I said from before, that's a ram's horn. So you're blowing this in, and then out would come out the sound. And then we have simple string instruments like a lyre, lute, etc. And if you scroll down to the videos below, you'll be able to see all of those and also see them be played. So at this time, there was no standard notation. Music was passed down primarily through tradition, which meant that the mom and dads would sing to their sons and daughters, and then their sons and daughters would go off, get married, and have their own sons and daughters, and then they would share those songs, and it would just keep going on. The process would repeat. Right here, to my right here, we have the ancient Greek artifact called the Epitaph of Sikelios. This is the oldest surviving musical composition that is still complete. It has its own notation, as you see above. Just a reminder that this was no standard notation at this time, so that doesn't mean that any other song had the same notation as this, but the people that had this, they were able to understand it. They were able to share it with each other and read it. So go ahead, do me a favor, skip to this slide down below and listen to the Epitaph of Sikelios, and I'll catch you in the next video.